Hi everyone, so today in Excel tutorial video we are going to practice on the VLOOKUP function with examples in Excel. So let's get started today video. So here you can see on my screen that we have the simple data. First column is the employee ID, employee's name, department and salary. And we have the long data. And now let's start the practice. So what says the VLOOKUP function? V is the vertical. V for vertical and H lookup is H for horizontal lookup. So horizontal is row, column is vertical, row is horizontal, and column is vertical. Okay, so we are going to practice the VLOOKUP function. Okay, so let's start the VLOOKUP function practice. So I give the here the E008. So this is the our what lookup value. Okay, so this is the lookup value. I want to know about the salary. So how we can get? Okay, so the simple VLOOKUP function what says the VLOOKUP function select this VLOOKUP, open this function, and here you can see the parameters. So first parameter is the lookup value. Select this lookup value, comma, table array. Notice the parameter is the table array. Whenever you see the table array, you need to select the entire data quickly. Shift Control Shift down, and for back Control back space, comma. Okay, it's gone. Again we look up and look up value, comma, table array. Select again the table array. Control Shift down arrow, for back Control back space, comma, column index number what you want. I want the salary, so 1 2 3 4. So here I type 4, comma, I want to exit match, so false, close parenthesis and hit enter, and that's it. This is the salary of this employee ID. If you want to know the name of the employee ID, so equal VLOOKUP again. Okay, select this, comma, table array, again select this table array, control shift down arrow, control backspace, comma, column index number, mean the return value. Okay, and department your name. So you want to name, so simply type 2, comma, false. Yeah, you can type 0 and hit enter. That's it. So, name of Meera Patel. This is the simple VLOOKUP function. Okay. If you want to know about the two things in the one with VLOOKUP, so you need to add the curly bracket. Okay. So here I add the curly bracket open, and I want to know the three department name, and for salary curly bracket close, and okay, curly bracket close and hit enter. See, so you will get the two things this way. Okay, so this is the simple VLOOKUP. But if you don't want to do the this, yeah, you don't like the VLOOKUP, so Excel provide the XLOOKUP function too. So XLOOKUP function is the advanced feature, advanced function. Okay, so XLOOKUP, this is the advanced. We can do the same thing, equal XLOOKUP, and here you can see the parameters, the lookup value. I select this lookup value, comma. Here you can see the lookup array. Notice this, the parameter lookup array. In VLOOKUP is the table array. So lookup array means select only the this ID column. So this is the ID column. Simply select Control Shift down arrow, and for back, Control backspace, and comma return array. So what you want? So I want to salary particular this ID. Okay, Control backspace, close parenthesis and hit enter. And it says the error. Why? We need to check again what's going on. Lookup, lookup value. This is the lookup value. Okay. Okay. So here we didn't select the. So we need to select this first and hit enter. Now here we can see that this is the lookup function result. Okay. So VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP are the difference. Okay, so this is the difference between the VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP required the table array and XLOOKUP only the lookup array. We don't need to select the entire table. That's the difference. Okay, so this is the XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. Now let's move the another practice VLOOKUP. So I want to know the Preeti Sony department name. So how we can get the Preeti Sony department name? So here we can use the XLOOKUP function, but you understand the XLOOKUP function how it does work. But we need to practice the VLOOKUP as well. So equal VLOOKUP, how you can deal the this condition. XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, select this VLOOKUP, lookup array, this is the lookup array, comma, table array. So you don't need to select the employee ID. Simply select the from this. Okay. Simply select from this control backspace, comma, column index, department name, so 1 and 2, comma, false for exact match, close parenthesis and hit enter. It says. Okay, so this is the trick you can use and you can get the result. So when you select the table, so careful. Okay, so with this way we can find. If you don't have the Preeti Sony in the cell, so you can type in between the double quotation. Preeti Sony double quotation. Okay, and just hit enter. So you can do with this way. Okay, let's understand the another example. Use the cell reference in VLOOKUP function. So we already practiced. Now the last two example I show you how we can the reverse VLOOKUP function. Okay, so here I gave the employee ID and name. Okay, and I just little bit the change here. Just move the employee ID and delete this column. Okay, so I changed the column. Now, what? How we can use the reverse VLOOKUP? Here I do the name. So here I do. Yeah, we can change the employee ID. Suppose employee ID this is the 00 008. This is our employee ID. How we can find the name? So for equal VLOOKUP, select this VLOOKUP, lookup value, comma. Here the name we need to name. So here we choose function, we use the choose function and number of the index. So I want 1 and 2. Okay, and we need to curly bracket. I forget this. Curly bracket open, 1 comma 2, curly bracket close, comma. Okay, and here I select the first my column is this. So I select this, the column. Simple. Control backspace, comma, name range. So this is the name range. So simply select this name range. Control backspace, close bracket of choose function, comma, column index number, column index number 2, because we need to convert, we convert the name, employee name in 2. Okay, so type the 2 comma 0. Yeah, you can type the first because I'm using the Wonderland, so it will be different from the Microsoft Office 365, and hit enter. And you can see the result Meera Patel. Is it right? So we can check the Meera Patel. So this is called the reverse VLOOKUP function. Okay. So this is the VLOOKUP function. So that's it about this video. I hope this video is helps. Thank you for watching this video. Keep practicing. Stay tuned. See you in next video.